we doing, Star Fam? Thank you all so much for being here. Apologize for the tardiness. You know what it is. String hard. Don't worry. I'm currently dating. I think I told you this already. I'm dating other streaming services. I just don't want to switch over to it right away because remember last time I did that, one fell apart. So I'm dating some streaming services and hopefully at least by book club I'll have a new streaming service because this has just been not fun anymore. And I'm telling you, if you do StreamYard, don't upgrade. It's not worth it. As soon as I started upgrading, I started having problems. Anyway, thank you all for being here. My interview with Lisa Nicole Frederick was supposed to be today, so I thought. I did not realize it wasn't Thursday. So if you were looking for that interview, I apologize. I had to switch it to the right day because I am not, my scheduling is just crazy. I think it's because I was working through the weekend and traveling. My days are off. So do not worry if you, it's still on. It's going to be tomorrow, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And just come join, have a good time. We're going to be laughing. We might get a little deep. Who knows? But it's going to be a really good time. Lanisa is very sweet and just she just got a lot going on for her. And I think she's going to be able to pour into the Star family as we pour into her. So yeah, stop by tomorrow for that. And then this weekend, I got some fun stuff. And this weekend and next weekend, we got some fun stuff coming up. So stop by for that. Anyway, Star fam, let's get into it. We're actually doing a 2-for-1 today. And the reason why we're doing the 2-for-1 is because you guys are really checking for Rhode Island alone. I don't know. I might keep on doing Atlanta and Rhode Island separately. But y'all here for Atlanta. Y'all not here for Rhode Island. So I think I'm going to let Rhode Island rock alone for a minute and just see if anything grows there. But if the numbers are better with the 2-for-1, I think I might keep it like that. We will see. I also want to present more stuff for you this week and next week. And it just frees up my schedule. So it's a 2-for-1 for me as well. We're first going to start off with Atlanta because that's why you're here. I think a lot of you are here for Rhode Island as well. But we're going to get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Oh, forgive me. I'm talking like everybody knows me. Hi, I'm Nikki. Welcome to NikkiStar TV, where everybody knows your name. I am NikkiStar. I do comedic reviews of some of your favorite reality TV shows and films and movies. No, and films and scripted TV shows. Look out for next week. I also do celebrity interviews. Hello. We're growing up. We're growing up. When I do my reviews, I give my own personal review of the episode. Normally it'll be about 20 to 30 minutes. And then after that, I'll hop into the comment section and talk to the Star fam. So if you've ever seen my reviews and you're just like, oh my God, what are you talking about for 2 hours? You can't be talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta for 2 hours. We're actually not. We may talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta for maybe 30 minutes tops. After that, we're getting into world politics, probably celebrity gossip, healthcare. Who knows? Who knows? We just have a good time and, we chat. It's like the break room. But for this live, I'm going to first talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then for 10 minutes, we'll talk about the episode, and then I'll review the Real Housewives of Rhode Island, and then I'll hop into the chat, and we'll talk about Atlanta and Rhode Island for as long as we feel like it. So if you're just here for the review and you're a part of the replay gang, check the timestamps below or skip ahead. However, you got to figure it out. Thanks for stopping by. Let's get into Atlanta. Let's get into Atlanta, which I'm actually enjoying. I was so nervous because I did not like last season, but I think the newbies, K. Michelle is carrying. K. Michelle is carrying. I think we're going to see more of Pinky next week. Are we getting anybody else, or is this the cast? I think we might get. Yeah, I think Pinky. We're going to get more of her. Here's the thing, Pinky. I will more you and less of their husband. Yikes! Yikes! This is why. This is why. If it ever happens, if I ever allow something from that species to pull up on me, y'all never see him. Won't be embarrassing me. Mm-mm. Absolutely not. Especially because I like a little city boy. Y'all won't be embarrassed. Anyway, so we open up with this episode with K Michelle talking about how she had to have a 2-hour surgery to, take out the gunk and the pus and all of that nonsense that happened with her last surgery where the incision opened and it got infected. They had to clean out the infection, and it was 2 hours, and it was just, she's been going through this for a very long time, and she's just like so regretful for doing that to her body, to remove it's that she has to go through something now where she has to remove that infested tissue. K Michelle, listen, we're gonna have to media train that husband, because I absolutely, let me bring Kay up. I absolutely hated this scene where this woman is in the hospital bed. Where's Kay? And don't defend him, just let it rock. Where she's in the hospital bed and she looks over to him and she says, while she's fixing herself up, she says, "Am I pretty?" And he looks at her and goes, "Ooh. Yeah, sir, that's not okay. That's not okay. Your wife is in the hospital having a surgery, a very serious surgery. And bye, Toy Toy, you look cute. Yes. I know. I had to acknowledge it. You look cute. Yes. You want them to see you sparkle?
Yes. Hi, Star Fam.
No, let us see. Come on. You look so pretty. Can you please, Toya? What? Can you come here and say it? Come on. Come on. Do the message.
I really have to go.
And she puts her things down to come speak to you guys.
Yeah,
come
on. You put me on the spot.
And you look adorable. Just tell them about the email list.
I don't even have my whole outfit together, Nikki.
Oh, you got to put the whole outfit together?
Yes. It's like
that. Oh, please don't wear that with the outfit. No.
This is if I get cold.
If you get cold, fine. But that's not the outfit. This is how you should look.
But I don't even want people to see. But I just saw you do a little laugh. Oh, your makeup looks great. You look great as usual.
So do you. Look at her. Come on in.
Hello, everyone.
Do the reminder.
Thank you so much for supporting NikkiStar TV. You can move over a little. Thank you so much for supporting NikkiStar TV. Thank you for being a part of the Star family. Nikki has we call it the Star Family Reunion, because when we get together for family reunions, it's like a really amazing time to all be together. And you guys are our family. Nikki loves the Star family. She looks forward to getting on here and sharing these things with you. So we've created a community. Yeah. And if you want to be a part of the Star family email list, there, I will put the link in the chat again. And thank you to all of the faithfuls who have already signed up. We love you. We have a special little surprise for the first 50 people who signed up. And I just thought that was so great. I said, Nikki, you're so loved. So thank you guys so much. So be sure to click the link in our chat and join our Star family reunion.
Thank you.
Look forward to seeing you at live events, virtual events, and exclusive events. Nikki, we just had a meeting today. It was like 3 hours. It's a lot going on. So
all
get
for
on the
you.
Email list. Get on
all
the email
for
list.
You. We got a lot of stuff happening. All right. Have fun.
Have fun. I mean, I'm not. It's like I'm going on a prom.
Well, you look like it. Have fun. Get a picture with Reeby. Anyway, let her know I love her. Anyway, I really was disappointed with his response to her because I was just like, oh, close the door. I was just like, oh, your wife is in a hospital bed. Just waking up from a 2-hour surgery. She's crying. She's literally still crying. She's wiping tears from her eyes, and she says, oh, fixing herself up. She looks at him. She says, first of all, he looks. Maybe he's been tired from being there for a long time. I don't care. I don't care. And he looks, and she looks at him and says, do I look pretty? And he goes, ugh. Now wait a minute, Bobby Jones. That is not how you treat your wife who just got out of surgery. I didn't like that, Kay. And here's the thing. You may want to keep him off this show. I love that you're an open book, but you also got a little mouth and you're going to be coming for people. Your husband is giving people ammo. It's not looking good. It's not. Get him off. Get him off unless you're ready to squabble over him. Moving on. Looking at the housewives on this show and their hair made me really appreciate Monique from the Real Housewives of Potomac, because she was always, especially on her confessionals, she was always doing something very creative with her natural hair. And I like that. And I feel like in a place like Atlanta, first of all, it's hot. Not all the time, but I'm just like, in a place like Atlanta, I feel like there are so many talented hairstylists there that can do some really fun stuff with their hair. And listen, I get it as somebody who just likes to leave my hair alone. Like, I'm currently auditioning wigs right now because I really just want to leave my hair alone, right? But I'm not on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know what I mean? I don't have glam. If I had glam, I probably would be doing some really fun stuff with my natural hair. And I just feel like when you have such a platform like that, it would be great to also show the versatility of Black hair. It's like the wigs are excessive at this point. Drew literally wears like 3 wigs in one scene attached together. It's so much hair. It's so much hair. And I feel like we've seen it. You know what I mean? I feel like we've seen the creativity of the wigs. What can we do with crochet? What can we do with a little braid down? A little there's a lady I follow on Instagram. She does she does braid bobs and like braid baldies, where she like braids your hair with a little bit of attachment. And it's like all of these beautiful designs. I would just love to see that. I feel like we've seen the wigs. Is there anything else? This is also like entertainment. Like, you guys should be really giving us something else. Y'all never gonna give us fashions. Y'all give body. Y'all give beauty. Let's see what else you could do with the hair. Like, we've seen it. We've seen the middle part bust downs. We've seen all that we can see from you concerning the wigs and the wigs in a wig. Like, we've seen it. Let's see what y'all can do with your hair. Even I'll take a pixie. That's not a wig. I will say I also like Pinky's. I like how she does her hair, because that's something that's very normal in the Black community as well. Once women get to a particular age, they're just like, I'm cutting it off. I'm going blonde. Like, blonde baldies are very normal in the Black community. So I like that representation as well. But I kind of feel like that's where Phaedra got that comment from, because they're always in wigs, right? They're always with some kind of attachment. And to see a Black woman not do that, right? A Black woman on this show in particular, not do that and really showcase their natural hair and the versatility of it. I feel like Phaedra calling that out to me felt like a macro aggression, because it's just like, and if you don't know, Phaedra called Pinky, she called her a tennis ball concerning her hair. And that kind of bothered me. No, it didn't kind of. It did. It bothered me because I'm just like, well, at least she's doing something different. How many blonde wigs are you going to show us? We've seen it. What else you got? I mean, at least if you're going to do wigs, give us a new color, a new cut, a new color. Like, give us something else. We've seen all the wigs in Georgia. Give us something else. Be fun with the wigs then. Give us a unicorn here one day. Like, so I'm like, ugh. Let's switch it up. Something. If I was on there, I'd be in a pink wig. I'd probably give you a little braid baldy, little crochet bust down, a pixie. I'd be doing a lot of stuff. It's a show. I'd be showing up in so many different variations of me because I can, and this is the people came to see. I would be on my Jennifer Tilly. Switch it up, ladies. It's especially Drew. We got to start with you. The wigs are awful. Oh, I'm so sorry. They're so bad. They're so bad. Let's stop. Let's stop doing it. Let's. You need to do a pixie. But let's do a little pixie or something. It's just too much hair. Because Drew was in a scene with what's her name? Charles. What's that lady's name? Angela. She's in this scene with Angela. I'm not even paying attention because I'm just looking at this wig. Why is it so much hair? Are you not hot? Do you need one of Angela's fans? It's too much. It's too much. We gotta do something different. So Kay, Michelle, Cynthia, and Phaedra are hanging out, and Kay and Portia. Kay tells them about this is the first time I guess she's been filming with them since her surgery. So she lets them know where she's been and how, her wounds and everything opening up. And she tells them about how one of the wounds opened and it was pus and it was leaking and it was liquid all over her body. And Portia, being Portia, she goes, "What? Was that a miscarriage?" And Kay did not like that. She was very taken aback by that. And here's the thing. I can understand where Kay is coming from, right? Because in her confessional, Kay's just like, why would you say something like that? First of all, I talked to you already before the scene. So you knew what had already happened. We're just filming this scene and I have to tell you guys what has happened, even though you already know because we're filming a freaking show. So why are you acting like you don't know what I'm about to say? So that's Kay. Mother. Hello? I'm on.
What happened to me?
You fell asleep.
Did I?
And you're supposed to be my co-host.
Oh. I'm watching TV.
No, you need to be watching me.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Did you watch the episode?
I had a long day.
Okay, so no. Anyway, so Kay is just like taken aback by that because she's just like, you already know what's happening. Why would you blurt out miscarriage, right? So this is Kay's side. So she's upset about that. And she's also even more pissed because she's just like, I also revealed to Portia that I'm trying to conceive and I'm having fertility issues. Why would you not only say that, but why would I discuss having a miscarriage at the nail salon? She said, why would I say that here in front of all these people? Knowing that there's something that I wanted and I didn't get it and I was devastated. Why would I bring it here to the nail salon? This is Kay's side. So I agree with her and her disappointment in Portia. However, I can also see Portia's side because again, this is how these reality TV shows work. Oftentimes things happen off camera. So they have to film the scene and act like they don't know what they're about to do for us, because they have to film the scene for us that we either missed, or they're trying to bring the storyline together. So they have to film this scene. So everybody knew what the scene was going to be about before they filmed it. So that's what Kay is upset about. She's just like, you knew. But here's the thing. Portia is playing her character. Like, she's acting like she doesn't know. She's giving a reaction, although she does know. But if we are filming a scene as if we don't know, this would be my reaction. Poor choice of words, right? I would, like, if it were me, I wouldn't have brought up miscarriage knowing this girl is telling me she's having fertility problems, she's having problems trying to conceive. I wouldn't have said that. But it's Portia, right? You know, Underground Railroad, she thought it was SEPTA. So, right? So I understand K. Michelle being upset with Portia, but I understand Portia is also like, well, this is work. So I'm filming the scene. So K. Michelle is now real pissed off at Portia about it because she felt embarrassed. But I'm just like, Kay, you've been in reality TV, I think, longer or as long as Portia. I feel like you would know how these things go. But because of that, Portia, K. Michelle now has an issue with Portia. Moving along, we get to see with Shamea and her husband. And Shamea, I guess her storyline this season is the rum and her husband wanting her to have financial independence. So she's really trying to make it happen. Does anybody know if this rum is real? Shamea, it just gives storyline. I just feel like you like pick it up when you feel like you need to have something going on. I'm not saying it's not real, but it's just like this scene with her in the boardroom, and she said she wants to make a cast of her bum because she's a Georgia peach. I was just like, would you really do that in a boardroom with investors? It just seemed to me so unprofessional. Is this Atlanta? Can I be honest? So I'm from Philly, right? I'm from Philly. I moved to New York, and then I moved to LA. The professionalism that I have been trained in, it seems to be very different from Atlanta. Now, I'm not saying everybody in Atlanta, but specifically with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, it does not seem like professionalism is in the room with that cast and anything that they were doing. I remember when Candy was on and she was taking her into her candy-coated office and her staff meetings. I said, this cannot be how you actually run your staff meetings. And then the restaurant, yeah, I was just like, it's all unprofessional. They all seem so unprofessional, and it's crazy. I felt like there's like, isn't there there's supposed to be like a standard. Is this how Atlanta is? I don't want to judge, but I'm just like, I hope that is not how you hold any of your board meetings, Shamea. I really, really do, because I was just like, ain't no way. And then the lady next to her, girl, what? Here's the thing. Also, and maybe it's because of my grandmom, don't let me see what your boardrooms are like. Because for some reason, when I see unprofessionalism at your job, I automatically go to, is this somebody I want to trust with my credit card information? Girl, that just did not seem like a real boardroom scene. And so I'm curious to see if this rum punch is a real thing. Let me know in the comment section if it is real. Anyway, we get to see with Shamea, and she's talking about, her rum business or whatever. And I got to tell you, I was not focusing. I was not focusing on that conversation because I'm sitting here looking at their neighborhood, which obviously was a gated community. Did y'all see that castle, her neighbor's home behind them? I said, what in the Scotland is behind you? Where the hell do y'all live? My God, today, that neighbor, oh, y'all got money. Oh, that man got money. Because what was that behind? I said it's giving Disneyland. Like, when y'all go to oh no, is that Disney? Do y'all have Harry Potter at Disneyland? I've never been. Well, Universal Studios, there's a Harry Potter neighborhood at Universal. And it looked just like that, like one of the castles back there. Oh my God. Y'all don't want to talk about the castle that runs by the roller coaster? I said, where the hell do y'all live? Oh my God, I gotta find that. I gotta find that. Those houses looked amazing. So I don't know what she was talking about with that man. I also got to say this. That man does not like being on camera, sister. You got to stop filming with him. I felt like you filmed with him enough, but he seems very uncomfortable on camera. Thank your boo for willing to do this for you, but just, keep him out of scene. He just looks very uncomfortable. And you're trying to be very loving and like, honey. He's like, ugh. I know it's probably not his personality, but not everybody is comfortable on camera. And listen, I like it like that. I don't know why Bravo forces y'all to show them husbands. I'm sorry, I'm never here for the husbands. That's why Jersey used to get on my nerves. I don't care about the men. I'm here for the women. Put the boys in the back. So I don't need to see the husbands. I could have went the entire season without seeing K. Michelle's husband. Mother, go, mom. No, I'm not going to keep on screaming and speaking over you and all these snorts. Go upstairs, mom. If you're not going to participate, you got to go upstairs.
You know what? This is ghetto.
You're ghetto. I keep on screaming.
Am I?
Yes.
Well, I've been up since before 5.
Me too. And I went to the gym. Yeah. Did y'all do your homework? Did you show your people that you love her? Did y'all do that? Did you give some affirmations to the double chin? Say, I love you, sister. Thank you for being with me for this long. Did we appreciate the flaps? Come on. Hope you did your homework. Anyway, he doesn't feel like it. So it's okay. It's okay for him not to be on. Andy, we don't ever need to see their partners. Because 9 times out of 10, we're going to get a husband that destiny swapped with a wife, and we're going to hate him. So I'm cool with never seeing them men. No shade or the kids. I'm sorry. I'm not. I don't care what the kids are doing. Never did. But God bless your crotch fruit. But I don't want to watch them on my show. Anyway, so now we head on over to Pinky, another one. We don't ever need to see the husband. I hate their scenes. I'm sorry, Pinky. I hate it. Oh, it's so hard watching their scenes. It's just like, did y'all plan this? Please. Like, I don't know. It's just not good. It is not good. So we get over to Pinky and her husband. I really feel bad for her. I will say there's a part of me that is just like, Pinky, I need you to address the rumors that you not only underpaid your staff, you treated them poorly. I really do, because I want to get into her and I want to get into her story. But I'm like, if you are just like a terrible person, I want to get off this ride. Like, I don't want to support you if you're a terrible person, because she's drawing me in. Because I feel so bad for her, because Black women and Black women globally are not supported, especially in business. That's why so many Black women-owned businesses are closing, because we just do not have the support. We don't have the financial support. We don't have the community support. It's just really, really hard for Black women to be successful, especially as entrepreneurs and in business. It's just very difficult because there's no support. So I'm watching her and I'm feeling bad, and I want to like just be on this train with her, but then I immediately get snapped back into reality, and I'm just like, ugh, were you terrible to that staff? I need her to address that. I really, really, really do, because them accusations are loud. I need you to come out and be like, false accusations. False. I need you to do something like that, because I immediately check out of sympathizing with you when I think back to what I have known about you. I don't know it to be true, but what I have heard about you before I've seen you on the show. So I hope you address that. this season, or maybe even at the reunion. And if you were scamming them people at them girl boss brunches,
They gonna tear her up on the reunion.
finally got a co-host. Stick a pin in that. The black woman that do them girl boss brunches, they are getting exposed, child. Every day on threads, one of them is getting dragged. Yikes. Put them brunches up, child. Don't sell black women another book. If you're not trying to help them, shut it down. Anyway, Pinky, let's clarify that, sister, because I'm concerned. And I really want to support you, but I need that to be handled first before I can fully get on the train. Let me move on for Pinky for a second. We're going to come back to her. There was a scene this episode where the cast was reading K. Michelle's tweets. So K. Michelle is a menace on Twitter. I followed her for a second when I was on there, and I was like, oh, I can't do this, because K. Michelle was fighting with somebody every day. And it was her fault. It was her fault. K. Michelle, you got a mouth on you. You were always fighting, and it was your fault. So the cast is following her on Twitter, and I guess this is about Portia. After they all hung out, K. Michelle was going off on Twitter and like calling people names and everything, but she wasn't saying who it was about. And they're all reading like, well, who is it about? Is it about me? Is it about somebody else? Like, they're all trying to figure it out. I will say that was such a funny moment as they were reading her tweets. Portia was like, Bimbo? Who's the bimbo? Girl, she was talking about you.
Okay.
You were the bimbo, sister. You were the bimbo. So they all decide to meet up because everybody's concerned, because K. Michelle is on Twitter calling people all of these names and she's not being specific who it is. And they're putting two and two together and they're just like, it got to be somebody in the group because we just hung out with her. And K. Michelle was like not explaining. So they all get together. No, I will say, Portia was just like, Bimbo, who's the bimbo? Because you just got out the hospital. Is the nurse a bimbo? Go girl, it's you. So anyway, Pinky, Cynthia, and K. Michelle meet up, and they're all like trying to find out who is she talking about. And so Kay lets them know right at the gate, I'm talking about Portia. And Cynthia goes, oh. Cynthia is just like, of course, of course is a Portia. And then as they try to, it's Cynthia, I like who, let me get Cynthia up here. I like who Cynthia is on this show, right? I've always said this is where she needs to be. I don't want her in mess. I need her to just like be like, not the mother, not the dead mother of the show, but you can be the wise, chill auntie that's a bit witchy and lives on the lake. You know what I mean? So I like the position that she is playing on the show. I think she needs to remain in that position. So Cynthia is trying to like smooth things over and like, let K. Michelle know how this group is, because she's just like, you coming in hot and heavy already. We just got started. This is how it is. And she's also probably trying to explain to her like, well, girl, we're filming and, just trying to let her know how things go here in a very, chill auntie way. And Kay is picking up what she's putting down, but it's K. Michelle. So after, Kay sort of receives Cynthia's advice, then she starts on Phaedra. She's like, okay, what's up with Phaedra? Why's she giggling on it? She just, what that mean? K. Michelle is a menace, but I gotta say, I am here for a K. Michelle and Phaedra read-off. I'm ready. I want them at a brunch table just going back and forth. Oh my God. The clips, the memes, my God, today. If K. Michelle is focusing on Phaedra, I want to see it. I want to see it. But this is the thing that I say about K. Michelle. I feel like K. Michelle will do best if she just goes after who goes after her. because hey, they call you a bully. Because you be going up to people sometimes unprovoked. Just go, just match energy when people try to come for you. Right now, you have a great storyline, two really great and strong storylines. You don't need to create mess or drama. You're already there. You're already there, sister. So, Drew is out to dinner. Drew in her wig. Oh, look at this. What the? Why, Drew? It's so much hair. Anyway, she's out to dinner and we meet her new man, Black. I will say I'm happy that she's happy. I also think they've been together for a very long time. Because yeah, she got a man. You watch the episode, Mom.
She got a man and she can't afford to pay
Girl, hold on. We will get there.
Problem.
We will get there. So anyway, I don't know who they trying to play, but those two have been together for a minute, to the point where he even said on camera in this scene, he's ready for her to wrap this up. Talking about her divorce. He's like, you're still married. Because Drew is trying to have like, conversation with him. And he's like, well, you're a married woman. You know what I mean? He's basically telling her, I'm not going to be doing that on camera. Like, what we do when the cameras ain't there is our business. But I'm not going to be lovey-dovey on camera with a married woman. Right. Yeah, well, he's not going to be a secret, but he's also just like, you're married and there's boundaries. He doesn't want to show that they're more than what they are. But the way he was talking, the way she was talking, they've been together for a while. I don't think that this is a new relationship. I will want to hear what Messy Ralph got to say. But they've been together for a while. He seems to really like her and he's ready to take the next steps. He's just like, I'm not going to move forward with another man's wife. So I need you to be free so that I can come in and do what I've been wanting to do or what I've been doing off camera. So I need you to wrap this up. So they're trying to talk in secret, but it's just like, oh, you guys are locked in. Drew keeps on calling him friend. I'm like, that's your man. That is y'all are together. I will say him and Drew, perfect match, right? She got a lot of hair. He got a lot of Beijing. They are this is an excessive couple. It's like excessive hair, excessive Beijing, excessive jewelry, excessive veneer. It's just a lot. They are a lot. But he appears to be happy and it seems like he makes her happy. So I'm happy that she's finally with someone that she can enjoy. And I don't know if her and Ralph are divorced yet, but if y'all could just wrap this up so you can, finally be at peace and Ralph can come out of the basement or whatever, girl. Wrap this nonsense up. Now, speaking of you telling the judge that you're dead broke and don't have no money, two things are either happening. Either that man ain't worth change for a quarter, because if you got a man, you shouldn't be broke. Okay. That's just I'm sorry, that's how I was raised. Right? That's my grandmother told me. A wet coochie should never have a dry hand, period.
I'm lying.
Right? So
sitting on a money maker.
Sitting on a money maker. Old people, my God, today. So it's just like
Mama Star is woke.
My co-host is finally up. But it's just like, how do you have a man and you ain't got no money? Don't that sound crazy to you? Don't that sound crazy? You should have no wants. Especially the way he talking, like, I can't wait to come in and do what a man is supposed to do. So how you about to be dead broke and living at Motel 6s with a whole man and a husband? Anyway, either he ain't worth change for a quarter, which I don't think he is. I think what's happening is somebody's lying about their finances. I don't think she's as broke as she's telling the judge. I think she's saying that, so that she can keep the house. I think that's the problem with her and Ralph. They both want the house. I've always said that Ralph should just move out and let his wife, his ex-wife, stay in the house that they are raising their children in. Especially if she's going to be the full-time parent. Now, Drew, if you're not going to be that full-time parent, then you're going to have to go.
But if you are, like she is, because she can't keep the kids. She's too busy jumping up and down with him. The kids don't go to school.
But if you are going to be the full-time parent, those children have to go to school. They got to stop missing them classes. But here's the thing, Ralph. Aren't you in the same home? So if Drew don't take the kids to school, you don't? Or maybe you're away at work. No, would you be at work before the kids go to school? No, them kids be going to school at the crack of dawn. Something is going on. Somebody lying. This situation seems very, very messy. That's why I can't wait for it to be over, because somebody or everybody ain't telling the truth. This is real weird. Real weird. Because you're going on dates, but you're dead broke. What do you think, Star Fam? What do you think? Because that's very weird to me. The way he's moving, like he's ready for you to wrap this up. So if you're ready for her divorce to be over so you can step in and being a man, you ain't got no money. That's a woman with kids. She got 3 kids. So if you don't have no money, how are you going to step in it and man up? All that stuff you're talking. How you going to do that with no coin? Somebody's lying. Somebody's lying. Now let's get into Angela.
No, first before Angela, Drew is saying that because she don't want to the courts to know about her money.
I think so. I think so. I think she's lying.
Man is saying, you making me look bad in these streets. You out in the street with your son, with me.
Yeah.
So he don't like the way it's looking.
Because it's looking like he don't got no money.
Yeah, he's saying, do what you got to do. Take it what you
Or if he does got any money, it's looking like he's not a good partner.
And it seems like he don't want her on this show.
No, I think he enjoys the cameras.
Oh, really?
I think he's ready for her to wrap it up so that he can be on the show with her.
Okay.
Yeah, he loves the spotlight.
Okay.
He loves the spotlight.
I ain't mad at him for that.
Anyway, let's move on to Angela. Angela doesn't have a storyline. She wants us to believe that she is going to be buying these properties and flipping them. I don't believe it for 1 second. If you lost 3 properties last year to foreclosure, why would you, if you are a smart businesswoman, why would you jump back out there again? You said you lost millions last year. So you're going to try to do it again? She has this bogus scene where she's with her daughter and they're looking at properties. The property is a mess. And Angela's just like, well, I'm looking to see if I could do this again. Maybe, I could flip it and we could do something. And, I could get some money from these. And her daughter's like, Mom, this don't make sense. Like, the place is a mess. She lost 3 homes last year. Don't say that. This could be successful. You don't have nothing going on. I'm not buying this for 1 second. I'm not buying that mean old man, after you done lost him all that money, I'm not buying that he's giving you more money to buy another house that will probably foreclose. Not buying it. Let's come with something else. Not buying it, Angela. Let's come with something else. Speaking of the husbands, we get back to Pinky. Yikes. Ooh, Lord. She sits down with her husband and they're catching up and he's asking her about our businesses and everything is going on because there's obviously been some struggles. So I'm like, are they doing this for us? Are they like filming a scene to like talk about her issues, her financial issues? Because as a husband, wouldn't you know this stuff already? It makes sense to me, right? Then it made sense to me when she says, oh, well, that's not your problem. My business isn't your problem. My business is, you don't have to worry about that. That's not your problem. I don't want to give that to you. He goes, oh, okay. What do you mean that's not his problem? Y'all married. You have a legally binding contract with you, him, and the government. If you crash and burn, he got to pick up the slack. If he crashes and burn, you got to pick up the slack. Remember, you told us no prenup. So why aren't you telling that man what's going on? If that's true, Pinky, that's very, very weird. That's very, very weird and very, very odd that you guys are these business people who are married to each other, who you invested into his cheesesteak business and helped that along. But he don't know nothing about slutty vegan.
All them daggone cheesesteak places from, because he only had the one.
You know what's so crazy to me? You took us to his cheesesteak place.
No.
And you tore that cheesesteak and them fries up. No, but every time we talk about him, you act brand new. You took us there. Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Mom, you were the one that found it. You were craving a cheesesteak. And you was like, oh, he from Philly. I know this is going to be gay.
That's not true.
Mama, come on.
I wanted Woody's. And LaToya said that he had this guy from Philly has.
That's not what happened. You wanted Woody's, and I said they're racist because a black woman was on Instagram cussing them out because owner called her N-word.
That's how we ended
up at his place because Woody's was out of the question.
Yes, but it wasn't my suggestion. And when I went there, I did not like how it looked. And I did not like it.
Ma, you got a whole meal.
I did.
You was busting it up and laughing with everybody in there.
Okay, that's me. But I did not like the cheesesteak.
Oh my, guys, it's the first time I'm hearing this.
That's on you.
You tore that cheesesteak up.
No, I did not.
Yeah, and the fries.
No, I did not. But you know what?
I just can't believe you're switching up like that.
But you know what? You is something.
You're something because you're trying to perform in front of the Star fam.
No, I'm
acting
not.
Like you did not tear that cheesesteak up.
I ate it. I didn't eat it all. I brought some home, but let me tell you one thing.
And ate that. I'm not going to drag that man's cheesesteaks.
Well, I was just saying because it seems like you and him got something going on.
No, you are switching up. No. And I don't do the fake.
What I was saying
I don't do the fake. The case of the fake people. I don't do the fake. I don't do the fake.
What I was saying was that he that's what he got on the cheesesteak places from. She done hooked him up with something, and now he's trying.
Absolutely, she's the restaurateur.
He trying to separate his stuff.
No, she's trying to separate him for some reason. So that's the thing. I'm just like, this is real weird to me because the way they talk about their marriage is like some sort of business. And then they be throwing in like, I had 3 kids back to back. You know, I just kept on popping them out. And I want another one. But my business ain't his. And his business ain't mine. So I'm just like, is this real? This is what y'all telling us for the feds. Because it's not making sense. It's not adding up. And then we have this scene where she is crying and talking to her, I forget who that guy was. Was it her lawyer, business partner? Somebody she was talking to. And she was crying. And he was like, well, you got to tell your husband that you filed for bankruptcy. And I'm like, what? And she's like, I don't want to tell him. I don't want to let him know. This is not his business. And I don't want him. What do you mean? That's your husband. Y'all in the contract together. Y'all in the 360 deal together. How do you not want him to know that you filed for bankruptcy? That's no way. I don't believe it, Pinky. I don't believe it. I do not believe that you filed for bankruptcy and your husband did not know. I think this is some conversations this is the storyline that you're playing. You're trying to play us. The storyline that you're putting together is something because you know the feds is watching. That's what this is. And if that's what it is, girl, let me know. Inbox me. I'm not trying to get you locked up, but it's not making sense. And if it ain't making sense to me, it ain't making sense to the feds. It's like you're trying to set this up like if you fall, he won't come with you. So it's just like, you're just like, oh, it's all me. It's not him.
Yeah, she wants to separate it so that they won't.
That's what you listen.
So that they won't confiscate both businesses.
Okay, I can see that, and I think that's smart.
To make it clear, and she's saying it on television.
But while you're doing that, he's looking like a terrible husband.
Well, okay, I don't care what he's looking like. I need the feds to believe this.
So you think that's what she's doing?
Because they will take everything. She wants to make a clear
Distinction.
separation that my business is my business because they wiped her out. And she don't want, that's the rest of their livelihood. And if she set up his businesses, she don't want them in his backyard now. Trying to associate his stuff with.
Okay, well, we'll let her be a terrible husband until you get your businesses right.
No, he ain't no terrible.
Well, that's no. I'm saying the storyline is he's not a good husband.
Okay. Well, I'll take the storyline.
Because every time we have a scene with her and him, she's crying and she's just like, I was in my own stuff. I was away from you. And I'm just like, what?
I don't care as long as we still can pay these bills with your income.
All right. That you think?
We got this big house, 100 kids. We don't need to be starting from scratch. So I don't care.
So that's what you think is happening.
I don't care what y'all think about my husband. Y'all don't sleep with him.
Okay, well, guys, make sure you go to Big Dave's and you eat up on them. You eat up on them cheesesteaks, and you go support Pinky
because he's getting ready.
Because if you don't get there and eat those cheesesteaks, Mama Star will, and she'll lie about it after. My God, today
is a hater, and
you're a hater. I cannot believe that you're getting on here acting like you wasn't you, girl. Only because we in LA. If we was in Atlanta, you'd be right there at Big Dave's. Give me a number one with some cheese fries. Because I cannot believe that
cheese fries.
Mom, you tore that food up. I just cannot believe that you're acting like that. Why are you acting brand new?
I don't eat that from Dave's. I wanted to go.
She tore that food up.
Y'all wouldn't let me go.
What is this racist?
Because he's racist.
Shut it down.
Trying to make a cheesesteak.
No, he don't. No, he don't. No, he don't. Anyway, so Pinky, Nana, we have seen eye to eye, and I figured out what's going on. Rock on, sister. Protect your assets. Moving on. So with this episode ends with Portia and K. Michelle having a sit down. K. Michelle confronts Portia confronts Portia about the comments. And Portia's just like, oh. She was just like, oh, I didn't know that you was upset about that. I'm the bimbo. Like, K. Michelle was like, well, yeah. Well, yeah. Here's the thing. Portia felt, I feel like she knew that she was wrong. And I also feel like she wanted to move this show along because she don't want it with Kay. Here's the thing. I think she can match her energy, but this won't be a war that she will win. So she's just like, let me just wrap this right on up, because K. Michelle was just like, you knew, I talked to you already. So why would you say that it was a miscarriage, knowing that I'm trying to conceive? And then Portia goes, oh, I've had several miscarriages. Girl, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, Portia, you going down the wrong road with K. Michelle. You going down the wrong road. But I'm like, several miscarriages. You know, see, this is the thing. Don't tell me your business. Because I was like, by Dennis, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Now I'm in your business.
A whole lot of men. She wasn't just talking about by Dennis.
You don't know that.
And prior to that.
You don't know that.
You don't either.
The co-host is up. The co-host is up.
Engaged.
Yeah, finally. But Portia was just like, she just let it go. She's just like, listen, I misspoke and I am sorry.
Right.
You know what I mean?
She's gonna shut this down because this could go somewhere.
Listen, she apologized. She was just like, I'm really sorry. And, you know, K. Michelle kind of forgave her. But, yeah, she wanted to hug. And she was like, you going to call me a bimbo again? And K. Michelle was like, maybe.
But K. Michelle can cut with that mouth.
But here's the thing. K. Michelle don't know that, though. K. Michelle will cut somebody down to size.
She will saw him down.
And then she will start out that crying and be like, they bullied me. They ran me out of Atlanta. Girl,
that's why.
Do you know what your mouth can do? She is so oblivious to her rage. Like, girl, but I think Portia wrapped that up because she don't want to with Kay.
No,
She really doesn't.
No,
and
she
here's
don't.
the thing.
And you know, Portia got a little mouth on her too, but she realized
You can't do not with K Michelle.
we
Not with
want
K
to talk
Michelle.
about Todd and Angela Simmons ever.
Todd and Angela Simmons.
I hear that they're dating or messing around.
No messy. No messy. Stop reading the
Star
Jasmine
family,
brand.
Star family.
Anyway, like I said, Portia don't want it with Kay. And I'm glad she don't want it with Kay. Because if Portia would have matched Kay's energy, it would have started a war, and I felt like it would have ruined the momentum of the show. This show needs to be fun. Nobody should start with K Michelle. Just let her have a good time. K Michelle don't know her limits.
Herself too.
No, she don't know her limits. She doesn't know boundaries.
She's right.
That mouth will go and go and go, and then she'll just be like, "Well, why is everybody mad at me?" Hey,
then she gonna talk about Phaedra.
Yeah, I'm just like, now why are you starting in on Phaedra? Please, nobody go to war with that lady. Please.
Yes, she's going to win.
It's going to get dark, and I need Atlanta to remain lighthearted and fun. So I was glad that they were able to wrap that up so that we can move on. My God, today. But Kay Michelle was just like, yeah, but I'm still watching her.
Okay.
Because I didn't like that. And I'm like, come on, Kay, she apologized. Oh my God, today. Anyway, so fam, that's all I have to say about this episode. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into it. We're going to talk for 10 minutes, and then we're going to get into Rhode Island. Did you watch Rhode Island? I feel like you watched Rhode Island.
Are we going to ever talk about Todd and Angela Simmons?
You need a gossip session, and it won't be here because your tea always be stale. Lord.
Somebody was talking about it on TikTok.
And that's a problem. TikTok and the Jasmine brand.
Because I'm saying I didn't even know that, but I'm going to leave that alone.
Hey, E for Empathy. E for Empathy said, hey, Nikki, hey, Star fam. Happy Wednesday. Nikki is keeping us fed with a double feature. Thank you. Neglected, what's up? Neglected said, hey, Nikki and Star fam. I finally caught a real-time episode of Real Housewives of Rhode Island, so now I can understand what's being talked about in the live. Thank you for joining us. Mama Star, this is when she was woke, said, hi, Star family. Mama Star is here for the review. I hope everyone is having a fantastic day today. Love you all. Love you too, Mama, and your stale tea. Smithy said, hey, Nikki and Star fam, I didn't think that Portia was malicious with her miscarriage question. Pinky's husband is awful. Joellen's sister is definitely doing something with her husband. Ciao.
What we talking about?
No, we're going to get into Rhode Island. Girl. It's that Kimmy said, I'm good on Pinky's husband too. It's not looking good. But Nana Mama Star gave us a bit of an explanation. I can go with that storyline. That's what they're doing. I'll allow it. Hey, Barb meets World. How are you? Thank you for being here. Hey, Niche. Niche says, I'm asking to transfer out of the department. This is Niche talking about work. Don't need that much hate. Also, Atlanta, sorry, Nikki. This is why we need to drag Drew. Loses custody. Sorry, Drew is a hard sell for me. Too many lies. Here's the thing. I think that Drew is not living in her truth because she's currently in court with this divorce. So it's probably going to be fakey till a minute until she's free of Ralph.
She has to pay child support.
I don't think she will.
Okay.
Because I don't think that Ralph wants full custody. He doesn't give me full custody. He doesn't. He wants to be able to go back and forth to Tampa. Hey, Simone. Simone said, hey, Star fam. Did you see the breaking news of Sierra Summerhouse joining Dancing with the Stars? Good for her. Good for her. It's her time to rise. I also feel like Peacock needs to make her the host of a show as well. You better give her that white woman treatment. No, Sierra from Summerhouse. The show that I was watching.
Yeah, is that the black girl?
Mm-hmm.
That's in the love triangle.
Yeah. My mom's talking about season 5. Yes.
Yeah, she's in the little love triangle with
sure.
this guy. But I like her position because she said, well, what we doing? Hey, what we doing?
She's a fan of CC.
Is you with her or you with me?
Yeah, she did come in very strong to not really know nobody. She was not shy. Okay. But good for Sierra. Good for her. But I need
Y'all wanted Mama Star woke? She's up.
Thank you, T.I.
Okay.
But I need for Bravo to give her the Ariana treatment.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I want her to get the same deals, if not better. Mm-hmm. Thank you, E, for empathy. I'm trying. Niche said, so I think this was the part of your comment that got cut off. Niche said, hey everyone, I'm wide awake so I can stay up for this live. Still feeling stressed, loving Rhode Island. These girls are messy in the best way. Nikki, you are loving more and more. You are looking more and more stunning. Ooh, thank you. Pilates. I'm not playing around this time. Thank you, Niche. Praying for this situation to wrap up soon for you. I've been there, child. Spency says, I love the lip color, stunning as per usual. Thank you, Spency. Hey, Blue Jay. I missed you. What's up, Blue Jay? Blue Jay said, hey, Miss Nikki. Hope you're doing well. Thank you. The Nicholas Express. The Nicholas Express said, hey, Nikki, I don't trust no lawyer to eat dead people. That was so crazy. I was like, Pinky, what? Had me rolling on the floor since the trailer came out, all because Phaedra said she eats meat. I want to see that play out. Because I'm just like, was that really true? Or are you trying to find something with her? Because I just feel like Pinky don't have no beef with nobody. And I think because she feels like because she doesn't have no beef, she has to create one. But I'm like, I wouldn't come in and start with Phaedra. I wouldn't do that. Hey, Yasmin, how are you? Hey, Pink Petals. Pink Petals says, love the makeup. Thank you so much. Hey, Kat D, what's up? Kat D said, hey, everyone. Hope you all are having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, thank you, Nikki. Nikki says, beautiful. I love it. Yasmin said, Kay and Pinky can leave the husbands at home. Yeah, like we're not here for the husbands. Never has been. We don't care. Unless the husband is like popular and somebody we haven't seen for a while and we want to see, or fine. The only husband I wanted to see on Atlanta was Mr. Chocolate. My God, today. My God, today. And he didn't talk much. And when he did talk, he was defending his wife. My God, today. That's it. Other than that, WNC said it's NC when Tori Star was on camera. Said the Star family ain't G's ain't no joke. Thank you. Kat D said, I can't tell if the husband is camera shy or just disinterested, but I hope it ain't too late to get an annulment. Ooh, Lord. Well, she's known him since she was a kid, so I think they have a really good relationship. But if that's how he's going to show up on camera, don't show up, because that wasn't a good scene for him. That wasn't a good scene. Yeah, that wasn't a good scene for Bobby Jones.
Y'all can't do that. This is first time on all this, and K. Michelle is alive.
She's crying. She's in a hospital after coming out of a 2-hour surgery. She looks at him and says, "In my pretty," he goes,
Well, that's how they got a relationship. You got to get camera.
Well, don't show me that.
Okay.
That's the relationship. Don't show me that, because you are representing Black women when you're on TV. We've seen enough terrible marriages and enough disinterested husbands on these shows. Okay. If he's going to show up disinterested, let it go. You know what? Can we get a lavender marriage on here? I'll take a lavender marriage over these husbands that hate you.
What's a lavender marriage?
Well, it's when a straight woman and a gay man agree to marry and have children or not, but they agree to marry.
We have one.
Who? Who's the lavender marriage on this show?
It's Drew and Ralph.
No.
Well, what did Ralph go to Tampa for? And he can't tell her.
It's time for you to go back to sleep.
Okay.
Always Prices says, you know what? Don't encourage her. Always Prices said, don't hate me, but the girls are bald because of them wigs. The edges have gone missing due to all the wig glue. Yep, I think you're right. Yasmin said, I don't know who does Drew's hair, but they need to stop. That's the thing. Like, if this was season 1, I'd be like, you just got to find your footing. Drew, you've been here for a very long time. Why don't wigs look like that? Why don't wigs look like that? Come on. Sugarcane said the fashions are really bad on the show. I always hate whatever Phaedra wears. Oh, it's Atlanta. You know, Atlanta has never been the fashion ones. I expect fashions. The only show I expect fashions from, New York and LA. I have never expected it from Atlanta, Potomac, Orange County. They just wake up and start filming on Orange County. They all they do is wear their yoga outfits. That's it. So I've just never expected fashions from those shows. New York and LA, I expect it. And I think they've delivered. Nonsense Behavior said, I agree, and I hate that their hair change comes only when they go on an island trip. Well, I actually kind of like that because that's us. That's what we do. When Black women go on vacation, we get braids. I wish that they would just have some fun. And I think I just really want to see it more on the Black shows because of what I felt like Monique was doing with her hair on the show. I mean, listen, I didn't like every style, but I just was like, she was always giving me Brona Brothers. You know what I mean? With her hairs. And I'm just like, that is Black women, our hair. We are so creative with our hair. I want these shows to reflect that. Cameron said, honestly, at this point, Phaedra is a friend of. She literally has nothing on. Was she even in this episode? Yikes, Phaedra. Yikes, Phaedra. Always Price said the only person that needs a wig on is Portia because she has a wig line. She also does she still sell hair extensions or hair extensions, weave? Did she still sell that? I remember that. I knew somebody who got the hair from her. She said it was good hair.
Yeah, she still sells their hair.
She said it was good hair. WNC said, I'm pointing out how Phaedra be saying colorist remarks ever since her battle royale with Peter in that limo on season 2. What did she say to Peter on season 2? And it's just like, Phaedra, you are not white. Does Phaedra think she's brown skinned? That explains Apollo. A lot of them dark-skinned colorist girls get light-skinned boyfriends. Pretty boys. Because it's like, I was like, why would you, of all things, why would you say that? I didn't like it. This didn't sit right with me. It didn't sit right with me. Yasmin said, Portia always acts like she don't know. But that's her character. That is her character. Bart Meets World said, watching the scenes with Jared is so cringy because it's so apparent he doesn't want to film like at all. Yeah, and that's the thing. I just wish Bravo would stop forcing the husbands. If they don't want to be on camera, don't let them be on camera. They can be B-roll because I'm not there for them. I'm not. Oh my God. Kat D said, who gonna check me, boo? Listen, that was the one time where I was like, let the unprofessionalism go out the door. I love that scene. Oh, I will say production should have stepped in way sooner because when that man got up and acted like he was going smack Sheree, but I like how she got up and said, you're not going to do nothing. But my God, today, Miss T said, horrible name and concept for rum. Is it real, y'all? Nonsense Behavior said, and what happened to Shamia's singing career? Like, why drop that to do rum? I don't really think Shamia has anything going on. I think that Shamia is a housewife. But I think she knows she has to be doing something for this show. So I feel like she just makes stuff up every season. I feel like next season is going to be something else. She'll probably try to be a fitness influencer or something like that. It's going to be something else. She's never going to be consistent with anything because I don't think that she really
fitness something with her body.
Oh, the body is ridiculous. Yeah. The body is ridiculous. Miss T said, all the Atlanta husbands are not needed, all very cringy in different ways. Same thing for Jersey. All of them shows, I'm never there for the husband. Nonsense Behavior said, the thing for me with Pinky is that she addressed every other lawsuit, but the one where she ain't pay her people. That makes me think that she did that. And that's what I'm saying. You have got to check that, because it's excuse me, it's not good that is not being addressed. It's bothersome to me. Miss T said, Pinky isn't landing for me. Can you explain why? Always Parson said, I agree. I keep thinking, but you didn't pay them people. I want to get into her, but that's in the back of my mind. Same. Hey, IA, thank you for being here. That's another thing I wanted to address, because I heard that too. IA said, isn't Pinky in support of the orange man? It makes sense that she scammed her employees. That's another thing. Like, girl, those things are out there. Somebody on the show better bring it up. Somebody on the show better bring it up.
Girl, if Kate Michelle bring that up, y'all gonna have to pick me up off the floor.
Child, WNC said, ATL native here, Westside, and the answer is yes. Biz meetings can get like that. Don't let it be all men, because we roasting. If you don't partake, then one should count one's days. I miss it. Oh, it's messy like that. Oh my God. Maybe because, I'm a northerner, but it might be fun. But I was just sitting there watching this boardroom meeting, and I'm like, what? But it's not as bad as Candy coded meetings. Her meetings were terrible. I was just like, Candy, this is not how you do business. It can't be. It can't be. You have to be trying to give us a show. It can't be. WNC said, girl boss capitalism with a woman's face. It's capitalism with a woman's face. What is capitalism but plantation economics and modernity? We pro-socialism over here. Push me far enough and we may go full anarchy. Burn it down for my ancestors. Scoop, period. Hannah said, I love it so much when she clocked Phaedra for not doing anything besides laughing. She was giggling. Kay is funny though. Oh, is it Drewski's birthday?
Yeah.
Drewski, where are? Oh, tomorrow? Drewski, you know where to be. You know where to be tomorrow. Even if you got to stop in, you know where to be. You know where to be. Okay, that's what I think too. Miss T says Drew is downplaying it. That's what I think. Nonsense behavior said Drew's true love is a woman. Okay. She's waiting till her mama is not with us so she can get back with Ty. Listen, as somebody who grew up in church, that happens. I'm not saying it's true, Drew. I'm just saying it happens. It happens. Miss T said, Black Cat gifts for the kids. We see what it is. So somebody's lying in them court documents, but more power to your sister. Yasmin said, Mama Star is up. That's a valid question because he can't help with her finances. Oh, Lord. Hey, Jamie. Jamie said, hey, Nikki, you look so pretty. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Always Prices said, Angela in that trap house. Girl, be serious. I was not buying it. I'm not buying it. Like, girl, you're just like Shamia. You don't have nothing going on. To Us for Life said, that was my question. If Ralph is in the basement, how is she the only one to blame for the kids missing school? And if you're just letting your kids stay home so that you can have enough information to take to the judge to harm her because you don't want full custody of them children. Ew, yuck. Y'all just have to do what's best for the kids.
I think that's really mean if he's just letting the kids stay home and just want to say, well, she had the kids. You know what I mean? Like, as a father, you say these kids got to go to school. Or I take them to school myself.
Exactly.
That shouldn't have been an issue in their divorce.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's just like you're using the children to harm her. Right. If that's the case. To Us for Life said, oh, she definitely has money. I think Drew is hiding her money. Probably. Oh, that's not funny, Lord. Kat D said, can we talk about Ralph writing a step-parenting book just to put them out? Ralph. Jamie said, I think this is about Pinky. She don't trust him. I convinced that he made it clear when she was losing her business and his was taking off that she was on her own. And that's how she operates. Oh, God. Oh, God. WNC said, if that's what they're telling us for the feds, I wouldn't be surprised. And I wouldn't be mad at it. Like, do what you have to do. Do what you have to do. Always practice that. Y'all's debt is y'all debt. Period. It's like y'all can't separate. Y'all in a contract. I know you don't want to tell him, but it still is his problem. That's your husband. It still is his problem. Always prices that then Pinky sits up and it's all but weak talking about she going through all of this alone while her husband is sitting on the couch looking weird. It's so weird. He's looking like a terrible husband, but that's what y'all got to do. Do it. Hannah said Kay's mouth is lethal. Portia knows not to do too much with her. Yep. And she's smart. Don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. Oh, you're right. But I think they were done filming by the time the Ocephal's had their issue. But if I was on reality TV, I would be following them too. Yep. Yeah, I will be following them too. Two is for life said Mama Star was tearing that food up. Instant. Well, it wasn't all that. Can I tell you, Mama Star is known for that. Mama Star is known for that. She will be eating something and you think she likes it. And you're like, Mom, how was it? Girl, what? You tore that food up. It wasn't for me.
It wasn't for me.
Well then, my little sister cannot stand that. She would get so upset. She would breathe like, Mom, you like this. And my mom would be like, ooh, if you want to get under Lauren Starr's skin, ooh, she cannot stand when my mom does that. Choose for Life said, I'm kind of in the middle of Portia versus Kay. I don't think Portia meant any harm. I don't think so either. She should have hushed and let Kay tell her story, but also Kay is a professional victim, so it's easy to offend her. I'm not saying that Kay needs to get thicker skin, but I feel like Kay holds grudges, and I feel like that's what Atlanta needs to move away from. Because that doesn't work.
Have thicker skin with that mouth.
She does.
Now, you can't.
Which I'm telling you, the people who have the most lethal mouth, oh, they are so sensitive. They are so sensitive. Me too. To us for Life said, I love a one episode feud. Don't drag it. Talk about it and dead it immediately. Thank you. I love it. But you have to know that the reason why a lot of these feuds go on for so long is because a lot of the cast doesn't have anything going on. But so far with Atlanta, it's a one episode feud and we're moving on to something else. And that's what I like to see. That's what she is. Hey, Dr. Jen said, Kay is a reader like Tia Kemp and them. She is. Nice to Behavior said, they got to move Real Housewives of Rhode Island to another night because I've been so tired watching Housewives back to back. I think they are. I think they're going to let Atlanta anchor them in, and then they're probably going to move them to like Wednesday or something. WNC said, actually, let Mama Star speak. What's in Tampa? We will not. What's in Tampa? We will not. We will not. Mom and you and Cameron, no. No.
Yes. What is he doing in Tampa? And
no.
He's going to come back and he don't have no words. Boy, where you was at?
He still hasn't told her. That's crazy.
He still hasn't told none of us.
Child.
We still waiting for him to say, where was you at and what was you doing? Oh, I was in Tampa. And that's it? Boy.
He needed to get away. Yeah. Art World said, hey, I missed a live last night, but I watched the replay. I've been sick. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Just took some NyQuil, so I'll be out soon. Oh, I'm sorry, Art World. But thank you for stopping in. Mint tea. Spicy broth. That helps. That helps. WNC said, whoever claims that children on their taxes holds 100% of the responsibility for the care of those dependents. Since the court granted due responsibility of those dependents, The blame will always fall on her. Right. Art World said these schools do not play about missing days, missing school. My girl's principal sent me a message: if children miss school due to bring your child to work day, it will not be excused. What is the big deal? My God, today. Listen, let the kids stay home. Watch Jenny Jones.
No, it has something to do with their funding and all of that, because they get funded for everything.
Yeah.
And, when my mom died and Lauren Star, she had to be out of school. They gonna tell me that if she be out of school, they was going to write her up, and she may have to go to another.
They are strict.
Do it.
Oh Lord.
Do it.
Oh Lord.
My mother passed away.
Oh Lord.
Do it. They didn't do it.
They didn't do it. They knew not to mess with you, child. Not to behavior. Said Waffles. Yeah, Waffles wasn't in this episode.
Waffles that got all beat down the last episode that she was in.
She did
she
not.
She set this one out.
OMG. Yasmin said, Mama Star, my dad does the same, Mama Star. She finished the whole plate. Oh my God. The last restaurant we were at, the waiter came over and he was asking us how the food was. Listen, I'm never going to tell the waiter the food is bad unless it's like, it has to be something really crazy. And he's like asking us everything. I'm like, oh, it's really delicious. Thank you so much. And he gets to my mom and my mom goes, I was like, girl, if you don't stop it. So when she left, I was like, Mom, you can't do it. She's like, I didn't like it. You cannot do that. I can't. But that is her.
You can't do that.
No.
First of all, he left that there for my money back.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying?
Take that and keep going. Okay.
I you know what? One time I'm gonna film it so y'all can see it, especially when it's with my little sister. You want to piss that kid off? Have Mama Star go like this to a meal. Ooh! Simone said a lot of schools in Metro Atlanta are closing, so I'm not surprised that the school is strict with attendance. And okay, well that makes sense.
They close.
That makes sense.
The kids just don't go no more.
No, funding, child. WNC said, I'm like Mama Star. I don't know when I'm hungry until food is placed in front of me. I tear an eight-course meal up. And if I ask, then I'll say where's the seasoning was missing and the quality. Top chef over here. To Us for Life said Waffles got tore up last episode and cut out of this episode. Bless her heart. That's crazy.
Yeah, y'all, they beat
That's
her up.
Crazy.
Her portion was fighting, and her and this one was fighting. She said this.
We're going to end here and then get into Rhode Island, but yes, always priceless. Always priceless. Say, y'all, TMZ is reporting that Big Papa has passed away. Kim's Big Papa. Yep.
Who?
Kim. Wig. Real Housewives of Atlanta. Big Papa, the married man that was funding her life. He passed away.
Okay. Well, that was somebody's husband.
And she was still with him. Because now she get everything.
She don't get everything.
Yes, that man died.
The wife get everything.
Yes, I said she was still. I'm talking about the wife. She wasn't letting that man go.
That's right.
She said, I put in too much work. I put in too much work. WNC said, I like Mama Star for real. Is she looking to adopt? Child, Mama Star is a lot of work. Oh yeah, Jesse. Jesse, a moment of silence.
For who?
Big Papa. Oh my God, Mom, I gotta do it all over again. It was for Big Papa.
I thought we were talking about Biggie Smalls.
Ma, he been dead.
Yeah, but we're doing a moment of silence for a married man that she was.
Okay, never mind. Forget it.
Let's forget for his life.
Are you done?
Stopping at the red light, ain't gonna stop until my paper white. Yes.
Let's not be messy. V Carter says, is Kim in the wheel? If that woman is in the wheel, girl, Jesse says, thank you for the memories and storyline. Thank you, Big Papa. Going, WNC did. Down to the funeral home, child. Down to the funeral home. Oh my God, y'all are messy. Let's get into Rhode Island. Let's get into Rhode Island.
That Big Papa passed away?
TMZ and TMZ ambulance chasers.
Oh, okay.
Rhode Island. So we opened up this episode with Liz apologizing and saying, oh well, I was dipping into my supply and I was doing a lot of drinking. Yeah, I told y'all. Liz was high on her supply. And she was drinking, so that medical marijuana and probably her coke, and some liquor, some hard liquor. She was going.
I gotta give me some medical marijuana.
She was absolutely going. And this is why I feel like Liz needs to apologize to Kelsey. Because I felt like Kelsey was protecting her friend. She saw her friend being real loopy and didn't want her friend to say or do anything on camera that would get her in trouble.
I'm asking my doctor about that.
Why would you ask him about the Real Housewives of Rhode Island?
Medical marijuana.
Oh my God. That's the last thing you need. My God, today. The way you act at them restaurants. Anyway. Anyway, I still feel like she needs to apologize to Kelsey and get it right because Kelsey was protecting her friend. Liz, you were loopy. So then we get this scene where Ashley, who I'm really liking on this show. I mean, I never had any problems with Ashley. She's a cool person, but I really, really like her on the show. And I think Rhode Island needs her. If Ashley wasn't on the show, you would just have a bunch of, white and Persian, right? White and Middle Eastern women with these accents who are just mean to each other and fighting. You need this light. And I think that's her role on this show because I don't think anybody else is like light. Everybody ready to scrap. And then there's Ashley, big and goofy. I like her. She's a great addition to the show, but she takes the girls to her favorite beach in Rhode Island. And they were like, this is it. I felt so bad for her. Ashley was so happy to show them. And Alicia was just like, oh, I have I go to a private beach resort. Like, I don't carry my stuff. I don't bring my food. And I had to agree with her. Here's the thing. At a certain age, it's just stuff that you shouldn't be doing anymore. I'm not doing it at a beach. But you know what? LA's kind of spoils you a bit. I also have to realize, when I be saying stuff, I have to realize I live in Cali. And so things are a little different here. I'm trying to compare this beach to Malibu. Let me stop. But I will say, like, this is the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. We want to see some money. We want to see some grandeur, right? So coming to this beach with some pizza chips. And they was all like, what is pizza chips? And she's like, oh, it's my grandfather. It's his recipe. And they was just like, dough with some pizza sauce. They were not impressed. But I will say, like, if you guys are going to go to the beach, we want to see something a little bit more grand. But I did think that it was funny, and it did really show Ashley's character because she was just like, oh, I like this. And, I'm showing up in a bathing suit because I think I want to have a good time at the beach. And she's just like, these ladies are dressed to the nines. Like, they're ready for the runway. And she's just like, I look like a mom who maybe tried a little hard today. So that's why I also think that she's a good part of this show because she's the regular, the audience perspective for the show. And again, she's definitely needed on this cast because if not, the show would be really, really, really dark without her. So this is somebody who I feel like she needs to get a direct rehire. Like she should already get her contract before the season is over. So anyway, we're at this beach or whatever. We start talking about, they all start talking about the men's and their relationships or whatever. Like as soon as we get there, we find out within seconds that Rhoa. So we find out, where is she at? Where's Rhoa? So while we're at Ashley's high school beach party, because it was given down the shore after the prom, while they're all hanging out, they start talking, and within like 90 seconds of them being there, we found out that Rhoa allegedly was the mistress to her funny looking husband, to his first wife. So Rhoa, I think, is the second wife. He was already married. Rhoa came in the picture allegedly as the mistress. And Rhoa, the reason why I am inclined to believe this is because of how you are so chill on his infidelity. You are giving off, well, I kind of deserve this because of how I got him. You know what I mean? I feel like you're eating this because you were first the mistress. And if that is the actual truth, then it makes sense why you are acting the way that you are acting. Because I feel like your reaction is so ridiculous. But now, if you are the mistress, then it makes sense. Because you can't ask for too much because of how you got into the situation. And if you are willing to be with that man when he deceived his first wife, how dare you try to get upset and demand respect, and for him to not be a deceiver with you when you got with him as a deceiver. So when you probably are trying to check this man, he's looking at you and it's just like, I was cheating with you. Now you want to take the high road? That's probably what that is. Rhoa, that's starting to make sense. That is starting to, if you were the first mistress, well, now everything is being put into place. Then I start talking about Dino. Dino was in every freaking episode. Oh my God, Liz, are you want to get arrested on camera? Anyway, then they start talking about Dino, and they all start talking about how they're afraid of Liz. I think Liz is going to get arrested anyway. So they're all talking about how they're actually, especially Alicia is talking about, well, sometimes you're afraid of her or whatever, but that's just how she is or whatever. So they're just all cackling about that. Then we move on after they are talking about Liz. We move on to Joellen, who isn't there. She is actually at home with her kids, her sister, and her husband. And Joellen introduces us to her sister. So she starts off with this introduction, and she's like, well, my sister and my husband have this playful relationship like they're married. Pause, right? So as soon as she gives us this introduction, we see a scene with Joellen's sister and her husband, and she's
and the
kids.
Playing high.
And the sister
playing high.
She was up for that.
No, ma'am.
And the sister is like doing their laundry.
That's
and like
not her
folding.
Sister. That is her friend.
No, that's her sister, her older sister.
She said that they was not friends. They just became best friends after her mother died.
Yes, her and her sister were not close growing up.
Oh.
So while her sister is folding her husband's drawers, period. While she's folding his drawers, he makes this comment about how are you, liking.
How do my drawers smell?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. How do they smell or whatever? And laughs. And she says,
they taste good.
They taste good. Like implying that she eats his drawers. Now, Joellen, I don't know what this setup that you are giving us. I don't know if you know what's about to happen. So you started off this show, or what's happening. So you start. Here's the thing. If the way this is set up is if what is happening, right? The way this show is setting this up like something is happening. And if something is happening, you are probably going to become one of the highest paid housewives. Because I'm telling you right now, Bravo is going to do everything in their power to keep you on the show. This is about to be the next best thing that is happening to NBC. Because I'm thinking about how they introduced us to Joellen. We met Joellen. Joellen had drama because she was telling Rhoa that her man was cheating on her.
Okay.
Then we get this story about how Joella and her big sister ain't never been close. Now they getting close because the mom died, but they were never really like that, right? Then we get this scene where your sisters talk about eating your husband's panties. Then we get another scene with you half dressed.
Okay.
And they flirting and they right? And when you're away working, putting food on your kid's table, she's man in the house with your man in his drawers.
She's eating the food and the drawers.
Then y'all in the sauna, everybody half naked. Your sister tells you that if she don't get a man, she's gonna want to use your husband's sperm to fertilize an egg so she can carry a child.
Okay.
And you sat there giggling. Honey.
She's probably already using this.
Listen. Joellen. Joellen.
She probably trying to set it up.
She trying to let you know so when that baby start looking like him.
I asked you for the sperm.
Joellen, I'm telling you right now, the way this show is messy. They know stuff that you don't know.
Okay.
And you thinking this is cute. Oh, I ain't never in my life said any of that nonsense about any of them scoundrels that my sisters date.
Oh.
Scoundrels. Get up.
They be watching.
They're from Philly.
Not all of them.
Yeah. They like them boys up top from the BK. Anyway.
Because they looking at your Beyonce.
Hey, know how to cut that money 3 ways.
Hey.
Anyway, I have never said that, never thought that. And the fact that you were going along with this nonsense, you about to be the highest paid. I'm telling you right now, people who have never watched this show before, Love Island not going to be able to top the numbers that you're about to give Bravo. And I'm telling you right now, through your tears, you better negotiate a nasty contract to share your life with this nonsense. Because the way this is being set up, they introduced you as the girl who doesn't like them cheating men. They introduced you as the girl who was a girl's girl, protecting your friend from her philandering husband.
Okay.
And what this nasty show will do is have Rhoa tell you that she's seen your husband and that hating sister and Kate Cod boot up somewhere.
Because she definitely in them drawers.
Joellen.
The sister's in them drawers.
Joelle. Oh, nothing's going on. Who says that they want to eat? First of all, what woman says they want to eat a man's panties? Like, what? That don't even make no sense. So for her to say that, and then she's sitting in there in front, because first of all, the men is demonic. They get off on that, right? Having a wife and a mistress in the same room. That excites them.
She is.
You need to watch Soul Food.
So she's in there sorting
his drawers.
Okay. Now I'm watching.
I didn't see her folding Joe Ellen's panties.
I'm watching the kids. They will be at my house. I'm watching the kids and he's home too, me and him. And I'm half clogged in this half a altar dress.
Get the iPad.
I have never done laundry looking at you.
First of all, why would you be doing his laundry? I just don't make it. Joel, and none of it makes sense. Get his iPad. That's the one. They so dumb. They don't know that them text messages go to that iPad.
Hey. All right, Cameron. Always riding big on the freeway.
You and Cameron, I don't know why y'all so messy today. What is going on? Joel, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. But I'm telling you right, I'm trying to help you, sister. If it goes the way the show is setting it up to go, you better negotiate a nasty contract. My God, today. My God, today. First of all, no shade. No shade. But when the sister was just like, you know, I'm getting up there. I want to have kids. I mean, I'm not even 45 yet. Yet? How old is Joel? What the hell? I said, not yet. Girl, I thought we were talking about miracle children. You young? 45 is still pretty, you know what I mean? But I'm just like, I thought, get her out your house. Get her out your house. You and her just got close. She ain't liked you your whole life.
Okay.
You the little sister. You know, sometimes I don't have that problem, thank the Lord. But you know, sometimes the older sisters be hating on them. You little sister, like you got a life that they should have had and all that stuff. Girl. And I feel like, and maybe I'm making this up, but I feel like, didn't she say that her sister liked her husband when they was kids? Joel, the way this show is setting this up, this don't look good. This don't look good. And here's the thing. You may say, oh, my husband not attracted to her. All it needs to be is a hole. All they need is an entrance. My God, today, a woman, child, or animal ain't safe in the presence of a man. All they need is an entrance. They are the creators of glory holes. My God, today, if they're not, you can't. That's why our grandma said, don't let him go out the house hungry. We thought they was talking about food. They was talking about coaching. You going on them long trips? Instances there with them sunburnt titties, folding his drawers.
His drawers.
Get her out that house. Get her out that. Watch Soul Food this weekend. Watch Soul Food this weekend. Anyway, let's go over to Alicia's pool party. My God, today, birds. Whole cast of birds. Whole cast of birds. So we're at Alicia's pool party. She's been with this man for 9 years, right? She gives us a little bit more tea. She comes from like a very well-known bakery pizza family in Rhode Island, right? Her grandfather really started a successful pizza bakery and pizza business. He had like the secret, really great recipe. And her husband started a pizza franchise, right? And she's just like, oh, you know, that's his though. If we get divorced, if we break up, that's his. Like, I don't get anything out of there, but I put so much into this business. Of course you did. You gave him the secret recipe, dummy. This is why he's with you. This is why he's with you. You gave him the recipe. You gave him your grandfather's recipe. You gave him your grandfather's success. And he used you to build a successful pizza business because he has pedigree, right? He not only is he with somebody, he now has an heir that is of that famous, Rhode Island bakery. You know what I mean? She has the name, right? What a smart business deal. You want a successful pizza business? Marry the pizza princess. Well, knock up or be in a relationship with the pizza princess of Rhode Island. glean from her, harvest her, destiny swap with her, and build yourself a successful business. And if she asks you for everything, give it. But if she asks you to put it in writing, deny. And so now he has her with a child, 9 years in a relationship. We know there's no education. So if she decides to leave this man, she gets nothing. And she won't even get her child because she won't be able to afford to take care of her. That Bravo check won't be enough because she will have to give the child the life that the child had before she decided to leave him. And what will he do? Because you can't have the pizza princess mad at you when you have the successful pizza business. You got to keep that child. So if you keep that child, you keep her in bondage. What Offset say? You my baby mama. I won. Fool. He has everything and she has nothing. And she built that man up. Gave him everything. The secret to her grandfather's success. And you get none of it. My God, today. Well, at least you got a nice pool. Well, at least he got a nice pool that you can sometimes hang out in. I will say the group of women, her family that was there imparting into her, I really did like that. Not just imparting into her, imparting into Rhoa as well. Because remember, when Rhoa was sitting down with them women and they were just like, oh, forgive him, he made a mistake. It's okay. So what? He screws up. He's the man. I said, that's demonic. Don't take that advice. Alicia's family was getting Alicia and Rhoa together. It was just like, no. One of the ladies was just like, get him back. One of the ladies told her girl cheat back. She said, that's what I did. Now, those grimy old ladies, those are the ones you need to be listening to. Because that lady was like, oh, get him back. She said, I can't wait. I know it's going to be so bad when you do it to him. Like, they're giving her all kind of pointers and tips. And I'm like, Rhoa, listen. But the way Rhoa was acting, I was like, yeah, you acting like this because you're not surprised this is where you're at. Rhoa, yeah, you were the first mistress. My God, today. So then we scoop back over to Liz. Liz, this episode, her husband sold their boat. Smart. Get rid of the evidence. Get rid of the evidence. But you're documenting everything.
They can get rid of the evidence all they
You're
want.
Documenting everything. Child. The husband probably sold it to a Fed and ain't even know. My God, today, this is Bravo struck gold with these. Bravo struck gold with these clams. My God. Now I know why they're there. Because I'm like, why are y'all in Rhode Island? It makes sense now. It makes sense. So then Liz and Kelsey, they meet up to hash out their issues because Liz and Kelsey have not talked since Liz cussed her out at Liz's party. So they come to meet up and Kelsey starts speaking about how Dino became very obsessed with her when they broke up. She admits that she was in a relationship with Dino, but Kelsey kind of doesn't really let us know that relationship got scary. And she was just like, he is the kind of guy that does not let you leave him. Yeah, she was letting us know who he is, right? And so she said that relationship was really dark and scary for me. So, when Liz decided to become friends with him, it was like uncomfortable for me. And so I'm constantly trying to warn her about him because of how he treated me. And Liz is just like, well, that's how he was with you. He won't be like that with me. Who's going to sing first? Who's going to sing? Because it's normally the toughest ones that sing first, or the ones who act the toughest who sing first. Liz, my God, today. Basically, Kelsey was just like, I was just trying to protect you from him because of my experience with him. And Liz is just like, well, that's your experience, not my experience. So let it go. So Rosie is a disappointing bone carrier. Here's the thing. if you're going to be a bone carrier, that's the toughest position to be in on the show, right? So you have to have the thickest skin out of everybody. Rosie carries a bone and then she starts crying. Like she carries a bone, and then the next thing you know, she's just like, "Oh my god, no, I didn't mean to say it like that." No, if you're gonna carry that bone, you got to stand firm in the mess. You got to stand firm in the mess. So if that is a role that you are not comfortable doing, then you got to find something else. Because I don't need you breaking down and crying every time you carry a bone and they cuss you out. Welcome to Rhode Island, girl. Anyway, so she's a bone carrier because the ladies get together. And previously, you know that Alicia was letting the ladies know that Liz is scary and she's been afraid of her. She's like, we're cut from the same cloth, but she's a little bit more scarier than I am. Basically, Alicia is letting them know, like, that's the trap queen of Rhode Island. I'm just some housewife. But if you mess with me, you probably get a little cuss out. If you mess with Liz, you probably won't live long. You know what I mean? So she was just basically trying to let them know that they're the same thing, but there's levels to what Alicia will do and what Liz will do. So the ladies all get together, and Rosie decides that this is the time to tell Liz what Alicia said. So before they even got there, they were having like a good time. They were doing this role play with Alicia standing up to herself, to her baby daddy, and she was just like, well, you have everything and I have nothing, and if I leave you, I won't have nothing. Oh guys, this is making me sad. I'm like starting to cry because she's realizing that her life is just in shambles at this point. She gave everything to this man and she doesn't have anything. So it started off really, really like emotional and sweet and emotional, and the girls were coming together, and then Rosie out of nowhere is just like, well, Alicia said that, Liz is scary. And Liz is like, what? What did you say that for? Yeah, and Alicia was just like, oh, Rosie, how could you? You don't want it with me. You don't want it with me. So she got really upset about that because, she kind of, Liz is a trap queen, right? She's the Griselda of Rhode Island. Everybody knows that. So nobody likes to cross her. And when Rosie said that, Alicia got rightfully upset because she's just like, me and you was just having a little key. It wasn't for you to go back and tell her, especially if I told you that we're all afraid of her. Why would you go back? Why would you tell her this to her face? So Alicia felt like Rosie was being messy, and she absolutely was. Of course, Rosie buckled under the pressure and was trying to act like, oh, no, I didn't mean it to. Like, why is everybody mad at me? Why, Rosie, if you can't stand that position, don't do it. Do not do it. Ain't nobody in that cast trying to go against Liz. Not even you. So Alicia was going to act like she didn't say that. So Liz started to believe Rosie, right? And so Alicia's like, I would never. So she starts going back and forth and making a big scene. So now Liz is like, oh, it's not a big deal. So Liz is no longer thinking about what Alicia said about her. Now she's just trying to make sure Alicia calms down and her and Rosie fix it. So Alicia and Rosie were able to fix it at the end of the episode because Alicia played that. She played that good. She acted such a fool that Liz couldn't focus on what was said about her. So she completely forgot about that nonsense and let it go because Liz is smarter than Jen Shah. Liz is not going to show who she really is too soon. So everybody is saying that they're afraid of her. And Liz is just like, why would you be like that, Liz? Liz, you know when people are afraid of you. You know why those people are afraid of you. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this show. What do you guys have to say? Let's get into the comments. Oh, what are you about to make?
Wow.
No, because I made dinner.
Oh, what did you make?
The wonton soup is in there. Uh-huh. I made wonton soup and I made a salad.
Okay, I can't find the salad.
It's in the bowls. I already made it. I meal prepped.
Where?
It's Mom. Open the fridge. It's right there. The first thing is the soup, and the second thing is the salad.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you was on there talking about Liz.
I was because I was going to use that meat for tomorrow's dinner, and I was going to make Asian lettuce wraps.
Oh, okay, well, we can get some more, but this is not the salad.
Chinese lettuce wraps.
The salad is not ready.
Because I didn't want to put the stuff in there because I didn't want the salad to be soggy. It's in there.
Okay.
The salad dressing, the cheese, and the croutons.
Okay, where they at?
Toya put it in the fridge.
Okay, again.
So, Mom, you gotta look.
But Toya don't know how to do it.
Lord. You ain't see it? It's in there, Mom. Toya put it in the fridge. That's for tomorrow's dinner. I don't need you eating that. I meal prep for the week. Mom, it's right there.
Would you shut up? Telling these people that I'm eating everything.
No, but you're about to eat my the meal prep for tomorrow.
No, I am not. Thank you, Nicole. Get back.
I gotta properly meal prep. Well, I'm the in-house chef that's underappreciated and undervalued. I'm meal prepping for 4 people. Nobody cares. Don't put that on there. That's the take some out.
This is for me.
Okay. Put that back. That's tomorrow's meal prep. Anyway, let me get the comments. Two is for life said, this is going to get scandalous very soon. Very soon. Very soon. My God, today. Here's the thing. Bravo did their research on this cast. And so the thing is, they don't know that Bravo already got their tea. That's why they agreed to film with y'all. Because we were all like, Rhode Island of all places. Now we know.
Okay.
Now we know the way they are setting Joellen up. My God, today. My God, today. Neglectic said, is Liz a washer for Dino's money? Oh, child, who knows? Because, I don't want her to come and shoot me up. But she, allegedly, they saying she's doing something with them boats. But allegedly, Liz, allegedly, Liz. Allegedly. Yasmin said Rula seems to not care about his cheating but wants him to keep it private. Just like a mistress, child. Just like a mistress. BY said Dancing with the Stars is a hard show to win, but if the show gives her more fans, I'm for it. Sierra might just surprise you and might kill it. She might kill it in the Charleston. Who knows? Who knows? Cameron said, I'm starting to believe that damn near everybody on Gotti Island be frequenting the ski slopes. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of corruption going on in Rhode Island. My God, today. At least in those parts.
Gotti Island. I like that. Because they know some gangsters.
E for Empathy said, Ashley feels like the audience surrogate that is just as confused as us. I like it. That's what I think. I think she is the voice of the audience. Like, she's our perspective. And I think that's always a great character to have. Not Just Behavior said, Ashley is needed because they need a calming sensation in the group. They absolutely do. And also, Ashley is so naive. Bravo, Andy, you have to let her be there when Liz get arrested. The best reaction is going to come out of Ashley. Ashley is going to be shocked, distraught, and she's going to have a meltdown. When they lock Liz up, allegedly, Ashley is going to fall out. What's happening? Liz? Oh my God. They struck gold with this show. OMG. Oh, 2 is for life. They were not impressed with that beach at all. They got out the car and was like, what's this? Alicia said, oh no. I might not have a dime to my name, but I've lived better than this. Ooh, that's what she did, Jesse. Jesse said, Alicia at the beach was like, what is this, honey? Ooh, Lord. But Ashley was just like, this is my favorite beach. I like it. She had just stopped by Marshall's and got a little one piece. They were so rude. Nonsense Behavior said Ashley thought saying that this was her kids' favorite beach was going to make them appreciate, and they were like, yeah, they were not having it. Even when they had to put the chairs down, they were like, that's how I would have been. That is how I would have been. She still ate the meal prep. Mom, I told you that is for tomorrow. You want to be adopted into this? She ate the meal prep for Thursday. Anyway, this is from Mama Star. Mama Star said, "Hey, Star family, please don't forget to like the video for our girl Nikki. Thank you, Mom." OMG. Yes. Yasmin said, "Bring back all the ladies. Bring all the ladies back because they got messed up for several seasons. Several seasons." Joe Ellen? Woo! Kat D said, "I don't know what's going on and I'm not trying to be rude, but is Rhoa wearing a hairpiece? I feel like she could afford something more." You know what? I don't think so. I think Rhoa has the same issue that I do. Does she has an ever rising bang? I don't think her hair is straight. I think she straightens her hair. And unless you chemically straighten your hair, girl, don't get used to her hairstyle. Nazis Behavior said, "And Brian's funky self is suing the mistress." Yes, I forgot to talk about that. Rula's husband is suing his mistress for violating their NDA and posting pics of her at Rula's house on Insta and also tagging the show. I think it's an open secret. And the mistress confirming it messes up everything for him. To Us for Life said, "How you get them is how you lose them. People always think they'll be the exception." Yep. Neglectic said, "Ashley is learning real quick that this is not Bachelor Nation. I know she's a reality TV darling, but this show and these women are different animals." I will say it's so jarring to see them all on the same cast. These ladies are rough and tough. Ashley is none of the sort. This is not her type of people, but she's doing good. She's doing good. Thank you, Mom. Y'all, please like this video. My mom is not going to let it go. My mom, who is currently eating the meal prep for Thursday, says, "Click the X in the right-hand corner next to the setting button, and you will see the thumbs up button, which is the like button." Thank you, Star Family. Please like the video. Why? Because it helps your girl grow the YouTube algorithm. Yasmin said, "Rula seems to not care about his cheating." Oh, yeah, I got that one. Yasmin says, "I don't have a sister, but both of them are out of line. She married her sister's ex, and her sister later looks like she..." Oh, so that was the ex. I thought the sister just had a crush on him. Her sister dated him.
Who?
Joe Ellen's husband.
Okay.
Child, so she said, "You stole my man. I'm gonna get him back." And I guarantee you, when Joe Ellen finds out, the sister's gonna be like, "Well, I had him first."
Girl. Oh, they hit the gold mine when they got them two. To Us for Life said, "Mind you, Joe Ellen stole that man from her sister, and they have some sort of sibling rivalry." Oh, this smells messy. I did not know that. I thought she just had a crush on him. So he been there before? You said how they smell. Ooh. Because she probably did used to eat his drawers. Ooh, Lord. Oh, Lady Libra says, "Sister's doing all the nasty things that Joe Ellen won't do." This is messy. This is very messy. And they done took this on TV. Is messy. NC said, "Joe Ellen's sister is giving the 90s movie The Hand That Rocks the Cradle." They giving me the... Why did we all watch that? My God, today. Oh, yes. The Jacksons. Meanwhile, Joe Ellen is just skinning and grinning about it. Girl, you better stay woke. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Simone said, "I know that season 2 of Fairyville is going to be explosive." Andy, here's the thing. I feel like this needs to be the first housewife show that doesn't have a break. We don't know. I don't want them having 6 months off. We got to see this through. We got to see this through. OMG. Hey, Mellow Vibes. Mellow Vibes said, "Them not being close makes sense with her saying that she chased her sister's boyfriend, now husband, down." Bravo, you messy. You are messy. This is messy. I hate the fact that I'm going to watch this. Honey, whoever the casted agent is, honey, they got a raise. Child, they had to. Nonsense Behavior said, "I know Andy is clenching at his ankle, waiting for this to happen." Absolutely. Oh, he can't wait for the reunion. Child. He gonna ask some questions. You smell this, bro. Because he's gonna get. Because here's the thing. I think Bravo already knows.
So they're going to get the scenes and get the questions out of Joellen because they are waiting to play this back. Yeah. And that black, when they do the black and white footage, they're waiting to play that back. But let me tell you something. That sister, you better move to Italy. You could not stay in America after this nonsense, especially Rhode Island. Crazy. You know what? You could probably go to Florida. You'll be widely accepted there. Yasmin said Joellen did say that she had a threesome with her husband. Was it the sister? They are too comfortable. And Joellen doesn't seem like the one to pay attention to things. And also, that's her sister, her big sister. That Jamie, that's what it's giving. Jamie said, it's a setup, girl. You in danger. That's what it's giving. Because I'm like, why are they setting your storyline up like this? Then we get to that sister, and I'm like, oh.
And she's nasty. She don't even look like she's no babysitter or nothing. She got
you folding his drawers. Who folds a man? Who cleans a man's and folds a man's drawers? It's not yours. Yeah. Metamorphosis says it's getting a subplot from Soul Food. We're gonna get a Soul Food scene. My God, today. Jesse said JoJo needs to leave Rhoa to her delusion and look into her own house. My God, today. My God, today. Yes, me said it's a setup by Todd. Nonsense behavior said, and Joe needs to make sure them kids don't call her sister mama when she's out of town. Joellen, put some cameras in at home.
For what? She's left it like that.
Simone said Rhoa is going to be grinning from ear to ear in her confessional when she. Oh my God, how them turntables, child. Oh, Rhoa is going to enjoy this nonsense. And you know what? Listen, Bravo, I'm gonna say this right now, and I am not the one. I do not like violence on these shows. Joellen, if Rhoa try to be talking crazy to her at the dinner table, she might give us a Teresa Giudice. She might.
Flip that table over.
Let her come back. Let her come back. That's the first time I will excuse violence on this show. We gotta overlook that for her. We gotta overlook that for her. Kat D said they started this whole thing talking about Joellen stole her man from his sister in the first place. Whole time she's been nursing her grudge and plotting to get.
So she said,
I wouldn't be surprised if the sister told Bravo. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, he was my husband. He was my dude first.
They do that stuff, y'all. They do that stuff. Oh.
Well, I can tell you one thing. If they don't get to the plot, Andy gonna bring it out.
Child. Simone said, yes, Joellen said in her first episode that her sister had a crush on her husband and wanted to date him, and Joellen stole him from. Yeah. Y'all were saying they actually dated. My grandmom is never wrong. My God, today. She said, never leave a woman around your man.
Yeah.
No matter who she is. Child. I love Mama Star, but if I'm going out of town, oh no. Oh no. I don't need her sniffing over there with my cane. Absolutely not.
I'm definitely gonna be
sniffing his drugs.
Or folded.
You don't need to be bringing him no meals. He's not hungry. I meal prep for him. Don't nobody need to be bringing him nothing. Well, don't nobody need to be checking on the kids and none of that stuff. He's fine.
I won't be
he's fine.
I'll be eating the meal prep.
And I'm going to cuss him out. Why did my mom eat the meal prep? Why was she over here? Child.
You don't have to worry about Mama Star. What Mama Star going to be doing? I'm going to be at my own place. I don't need to be over there with him. Or them devil, because I need to find somebody to watch them.
Oh my God, that's how you treat your hypothetical grandchildren?
Yeah, because it seems like y'all want to just leave them over my house.
Exactly. That's what the grandmoms is for.
If you're out of town, he needs to have his own kids. He needs to have something good.
Yeah, no, he's going to have the kids.
No, he's going to have a playground over there. And they're going to be at my house.
No, because why don't he have the children?
That's what I'm asking you.
No, he will have the kids. They won't be over at your house. And you won't need to go over there.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you don't. Now I got a problem with my imaginary husband.
If you don't get the ugly out of my face.
Girl, not my 6'5", 225 all the way live chocolate king. Don't play.
Girl, you better make sure Portia ain't around.
Portia. Okay. Nonsense behavior said, and her husband said that her sister cooks and cleans better than her. Child. Bravo, you messy. Bravo, you messy.
Go mine.
Oh my goodness. I know when that cast left the the Bravo office, they probably opened up a bottle of whiskey and said, "We did it, boys. We did it. We did it, boys." Yasmin said, I hope she at least talk about Alicia. I hope she at least gets something for her child out of this long relationship. She will, because that father is not going to let that child go nowhere. That's the heir. That's the heir to the pizza kingdom that he harvested from Alicia. Simone said, giving your baby daddy the family recipe is insane. The elders are rolling in their grave. Ridiculous. I'm telling you, it's probably why he got with her, y'all. NC said, did y'all see the way the husband winked at the sister after she talked about using his sperm? Joellen's head was turned, but the camera... We're going to be dissecting... I hope this doesn't happen. If it does, we are going to be dissecting the hell out of that footage. OMG. Ew, how are you even attracted to your sister's man? Ew.
Well, because you already had him. But you already had him first.
To Us for Life said, then Alicia got on Watch What Happens Live and tried to walk back her relationship issues. Girl, it's too late. The man is trash and our relationship is trash. Yeah, you told us all your business. Can't backtrack. Once it's out there, it's out there. Jamie says, I don't understand why she told that ninja. I say how my ex was copying me and I didn't even give him my cornbread recipe. Absolutely. Never help a man. What you need help for? Never help them. You already put together and got everything going on. You don't need no help from me. Baby, can you do? No. Why? Boy, bye. Cameron said, ladies, what did NikkiStar tell y'all? Y'all need to go back to being mean. Yep. Stop being nice. Bark at him. They try to get you another.
Heck no.
Yeah, you got to bark at them, man.
No.
You got to bark at them. What a shank. Anyway, Kat D said, oh, and them aunts do it for me. She got that family magic like Candy. She's giving spit off. She is. I will say that. I do get that from her. BY said, if Alicia leaves him, I hope she leaves in silence. It will never be better for Alicia. I don't think she's going anywhere, guys. I think that's it for her. I think that's it. Neglected said Liz might be the lead of the show, but Joellen is about to be the break. Oh yeah, she's going to be holding the center clam for seasons. Jesse said sounded like Kelsey was working with him with Dino. I feel like Dino employed all them people because they're all like, oh, we know Dino. Yeah, I think you do. NC said Alicia literally said on Watch What Happens Live that she's not even going to leave him because he takes care of her and her whole family. She's very silly and he knows it. Yeah, she's not going anywhere. To Us for Life said, yes, Rosie sucks as the bone carrier. Girl, suck it up and take the villain role. Yes. Yasmin said Liz better sings first if she knows what is good for her. I don't think Liz will. The way they talk about Liz, guys, we are seeing I don't think we're seeing the version of Liz that everybody else sees. This is TV Liz. Liz got all of them people shook. Yeah. I don't think she's gonna be the first to sing. BY said Kelsey is definitely trying to war Liz, and Liz will not listen. Not just behavior said Rosie did so bad. She did the same thing at the picnic. Yeah, she doesn't know how to be the bone carrier. I don't know if the show told her to do that because it's not in her. It's not in her to carry a bone and bring it back. She's just not good. She's not good. Yasmin said Rosie needs to find something else to do because bone carrying ain't it at all. at all. Jasmine said it's not about what Alicia said. It's about Rosie twisting the tone. True. I don't like people like that. She did do the same with Kelsey and Joellen. Oh, she does it all the time. And then when she gets called out, she cries. Stop carrying bones. You're not fit. You're not fit to do that. Neglected said, "Are Dolores and Liz related because they look like sisters to me?" No, I think they probably share a surgeon. I think that's it. I think they probably share a surgeon. And you know that Dolores used to be a cop. Why the hell is Liz buddying up to her? Girl. To Us for Life said, Rosie is a villain that she tried to say that Joe Ellen is. I will say, Rosie, you haven't had good scenes. You act like you came on telling us that you were a victim. You haven't acted like it. My God, today. Yes, Bianca, Atlanta was first. If I ever do a 2-for-1 again, it's always going to be Atlanta first. We're more established here with Atlanta. WNC said NikkiStar made wonton soup and preparing to make Chinese lettuce wrap. Let's not be shocked when she pops out with a Chinese bae from Hanzhou region with an adopted man.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. No, God, I'm from Philly. That's the thing. All Philadelphians, the food that we know how to make is soul food, Chinese food, and Chinese American food, and Italian American food. That's it. You grow up eating it and you grow up making it. My grandmother had a wok, and when I tell you she made the best fried rice Philly ever had, my God, today. So you just grow up eating and making Chinese food. You grow up Chinese American food. You grow up eating and making Italian American food, and Black American. Philly is a predominantly Black city. You grow up eating and making soul food. So that's like, I'm trying to, expand my palate. But right now, since I'm meal prepping, I'm just going to what I know. But I want to know how to make Peruvian food. I'm starting to get more into French foods, not just the baking. What else am I trying to do more of? I'm trying to expand my Asian knowledge of food. Like I'm with, Chinese is like, I got her because of Philly. But, I also, want to expand in that area as well. I'm starting to check out H Mart a bit more. Branching off. I got ramen. Shout out to the Koreans. I got that one. I'm just trying to expand my palate. Also, you kind of grow up, as a black person in general, you kind of grow up making Mexican food, but it's normally like Blaxican. You know what I mean? Like Black people tacos is not like a Mexican taco. It's very different, but the flavor profile is still pretty much the same. But yeah, that's it. Like there is not a Black Philadelphian that doesn't know how to make Chinese food. That's just in our wheelhouse, child. NC said Rosie clearly didn't go to the Cherie Whitfield Elite School of Bone Carrying. Nobody carries a bone like her. I don't give Cherie a lot, but I will say she is always on the bone. She's good with it. Ooh, she's good with it. To Us for Life said, but I also love that Ashley is low-key shady. When she said Rosie, it's because of all the Ozempic I said, oh, okay, Ashley. Oh, she's slick with it. Why the hell is Rosie on Ozempic? Like, I am fine with people who are, taking Ozempic for weight loss or whatever. I hate the fact that rich people and celebrities got to it because it's supposed to be for diabetics, y'all. And they can't even get their medication because the celebrities are eating it up. Rosie is, maybe we'll get a throwback picture of her being morbidly obese, but I feel like there are a lot of skinny girls who are on Ozempic just to maintain their weight. That should be a problem. That should be a problem. Give Me Shelter said, sisters who are raised to be competitive never ends well. They must have had some deeply unhealthy parents. Hello, Kim and Kyle Richards. They love their mother, but can we tell the truth and shame the devil? The mother was the reason why they were like that. Them stage moms, not all. Enough where it's a problem. Oh no! Jasmine said Joella made a comment about Rula wearing a hairpiece. Maybe it is a hairpiece, but I think she has naturally curly hair and she just straightens it. And as you go throughout the day, that hair rises. Hello. My God, today. Nonsense said Joellen following the mistress on Instagram made me cackle. She said, let me get into the mess. Now here's the thing, Joellen. When Rula returns the favor, be nice. Be nice. Be nice. BY said this group is magic. Sign me and I'm seated. Yeah, it's a good show. WNC said no one holds grudges and plans to get a get back like a Mediterranean family. It's giving Sopranos. I'm scared. Ciao. BY said Joellen's sister and Gary were dating in the 8th grade. Oh, that's not really anything. Or is it? Give Me Shelter said, wait, Joellen said on the after show that her husband and sister never even kissed. That's what she thinks. Here's the thing. I really hope nothing is happening because that's devastating. Just being real, right? That's absolutely devastating. What's giving me pause is how the show is setting up Joellen's storyline. Hey, Drewski. Drewski said, I'd rather have no man than a man that can't be trusted around others. Insanity. CM said, pause the Cali Housewives and bring back Miami with this show. I agree. Why are the cameras not there filming Lisa get arrested for spying on Lenny? Hello. Miami delivers. CM said holding the center clam sounds wild. You know, when you put it like that, it does. Jasmine Author said Liz should be on Mob Wives. Can I tell you, a lot of people are saying that. A lot of people are saying that this is just Mob Wives. Like these ladies were cast for Mob Wives. It does give that, to be quite honest with you. If they get Drita, it's a wrap. Give Me Shelter said Liz knows the neighborhood's guide. Knows the neighborhood guide. You can see it in her eyes. She would have been perfect for Mob Wives. Oh, absolutely. Her and Drita on the same cast. Two is for Life said, I feel like production wanted to make her the Ashley of the Real Housewives of Potomac and Whitney of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. However, she's not ready yet. This has to be about Rosie. She isn't. Oh, you're right, CM. CM said Dolores was a cop and wrote a character for a mob associate. Dolores said, you want to be locked up too? Because why are you connected to all these scoundrels? Oh. Neglected said Rula did have me cracking up when she was drinking on that trail ride. Rula Loud was about to fall off. Said I'm trail ride, but she did not care. She was going to get her liquor. CM said she told us about her Blasian child and the appreciation they'll have. Yes. What was my Starlee, right? Starlee? Yeah, Starlee. Oh, thank you, Greta. Greta said Dolores was a correctional. Oh, yeah. So she corrupt for only 6 months. Her dad was a retired cop. Yeah. Give Me Shelter said Liz admitted she used Dolores' dentist and plastic surgeon. Yeah, they look exactly alike. Dolores was a correction officer, not a cop. Her dad was a cop. She did something bad on that job because she didn't just retire to sell real. Oh, she was absolutely banging him. Let me stop. But Dolores. You was in there getting twisted like a pretzel by something black, wasn't you? Yeah, that's why you love being called Black Dolores. What was they calling you in prison? Yeah. WNC said, Nikki, you know Italian and Irish cops have the most corrupt historical background. Liz having a former cop in her pocket isn't surprising. Real Housewives of Rhode Island is glamorizing mafia connections. Catch it. Here's the thing. I didn't know they went to Rhode Island. I thought the mob went to Florida. They in Rhode Island? Ciao. I think she is, Yasmin. Yasmin said Rula is going to return the favor. I think she is. I think she is. Are you serious, B-Wise? B-Wise said Kyle is suing Kim for damages to the home that Kim lived in. Wow. And your sister is struggling. Jesse said, I'm calling in now. Joel's sister is plotting against her. Listen, how about this? Let's just say that the sister is doing the most for TV, and that Joe Ellen and the husband are in on it. Because honestly, I would hate for this woman to find out that her sister, like, that's terror. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's terrible. Jesse said Kelsey also exposed Rosie for having an affair at her network and was fired. Here's the thing. When are we going to get to the meat and potatoes of that? Because Rosie is constantly just like, oh, I decided to leave. And nobody is believing that nonsense. Can y'all doing all this talking, confront this girl so we can hear her try to put two and two together. Be wise, it says it makes sense. It's near open water. Y'all better leave Liz alone. Nonsense behavior said Rula can return the favor, but she is still going to stay with Brian cheating self like it's going to be the Spider-Man meme with Rula and Joel and Child. Give Me Shelter said, who knew this small state has so much going on? Look out for the Real Housewives of Delaware. My God, today. My God, today. Well, Child, that's probably where the crack dealers retire. CM said that would explain why Kathy is siding a little with Dorit. Yikes. Tours for Life said, I really hope it's all storyline and Joe Ellen is in on it. Me too. That's terrible. That's devastating. Tours for Life said, I think Kelsey is going to let the Chopper sing. Their feud gets started next week. Kelsey. Oh, Lord. WNC said Rhode Island used to be known for old money mansions in Brown University. Rhode Island is changing. Real Housewives of Rhode Island is changing that. A culture shift is occurring in real time. It really is, because these people are messy. I would have never known Rhode Island for this. My God, today. Hey, Angel. Angel said, I think it's cheaper for Rula to stay with that man because he's not even trying to hide it. Well, they said that she's worth a lot of money. So who's the breadwinner, him or her? Oh, my God. What episode is this? We're not even, like, we are fresh in. These ladies are messy, guys. Messy. Greta said, Liz already told us that she knows what she did. She did. Oh, Lord. Give Me Shelter said, the Richards sisters always have a proxy to do their dirty work. It was Brandy, Lisa Rinna, and now Dorit. Listen, I think what's happening with Dorit and Kyle, if this doesn't get fixed, it is not going to be good for Kyle. It's not going to be good for Kyle. Because Dorit, you know what? Kyle probably got some tea on her too. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Justy said, give me 10 more seasons. Stat. Bravo can't take a break with this cast. We need to see it all. Nonsense behavior said Rula must be the breadwinner because I think she does financial planning. But here's the thing. If you're the breadwinner, why would you leave that man? Something is up. Here's the thing. When y'all come on TV, y'all can't come on TV with secrets. I feel like everybody in this cast is going to get exposed for something. And child, that's great TV. That's all I have to say. Thank you, Star Family, for joining me for a 2-for-1. I don't know if I want to continue to do this. I'm going to see how the views go. I don't know. we'll see. We'll see. I'll see how the views go for this one, and I'll probably make my decision on Monday. Here's the thing: I may be traveling, so the lives may be at different times. Some may be late, some may be uber early. Uber early meaning like 12 p.m. So, next week might be a bit sporadic, but after next week, we'll be back on track. Thank you all so much for joining me. I love you. Please make sure you like the video. Make Mama Star happy. Please make sure you hype the video. Share if you care. And I will see you tomorrow for my interview with Lanisa Renee Frederick from Amazon Presents Jury Duty Company Retreat. Love you. See you tomorrow. Bye. Mwah. Ooh, this is a good show.
What?
Rhode Island.